That's right, the man who saw Uranus. And no, it's not your anus. Just ask these guys, or him. In 1773, a young musician by the name of William Herschel began his fascination with astronomy. After searching for telescopes and being disappointed with what his surroundings had to offer, Herschel and his sister began building some of their own. He started carefully observing the night sky, looking for astronomical wonders of the time, namely double stars. With stellar parallax, he would have been able to observe double stars and calculate their motions and distances relative to Earth. However, stellar parallax hadn't been successfully demonstrated until 1838 by a man named Friedrich Bessel. And if you haven't already learned what stellar parallax is, you can watch this video here. These double stars, also known as binary systems, are what Herschel spent a lot of time cataloging. In fact, he cataloged 269 double or multiple star systems in 1782. Only 2 years later, he cataloged 434 systems. And in 1821, when he was 83 years old, he published his final catalog to the Royal Society, including yet another 145 star systems. In March of 1781, during his starry observations, Herschel noticed one object in particular that didn't appear to him as a star, and it wasn't a planet that had already been discovered. At first he thought it was a comet or something, but with the help of Lexell's planetary orbit calculations, he determined that he was staring in the face of a new planet. At this time in the world, only 6 planets had been discovered, so Saturn was believed to be the edge of our solar system, and then Herschel had discovered a 7th, one he decided to call Georgium Sidus? Yes, when Herschel first discovered the 7th planet, he named it after King George III, the ruler of the United Kingdom from 1760 to 1820. But this did not go over well in France, since the French were not too fond of King George and they decided to simply call it Herschel. But after some time, the name was changed and the planet became universally accepted as Uranus. The name Uranus actually belongs to the Greek god of the sky, who is the husband of Gaia, aka Mother Earth. The Roman translation also means the father of Saturn. So does that mean Saturn is the child of the Earth and Uranus? Probably not. But getting back to Herschel, Uranus and all those other star systems aren't the only things he discovered. For example, in 1783 he discovered the solar apex, or the path the sun travels through space, and in the same year he discovered NGC 7184, a galaxy found near the constellation of Aquarius. In 1785, he published the first accurate estimation of the form of the Milky Way, and in 1787 he discovered 2 moons around Uranus, now called Titania and Oberon. In 1788, he noticed by the light of a star passing the edge of Mars just how thin the atmosphere really was. And only 1 more year after that, he discovered 2 moons around Mars, Enceladus and Mimas. Wouldn't that be cool if Earth had 2 moons? What about 4? What about 53? In fact, Saturn has 53 named satellites, which don't include the beautiful rings, and if you think that's a lot, think about Jupiter's 63. In 1800, William Herschel tested the difference in heat produced by the different colors of the spectrum. By experimenting with this, after a time he noticed that part of the spectrum that had the highest heating power wasn't even visible. This led to yet another discovery of Herschel's, infrared radiation, which you now use to change the channels on your TV with your remote. Having a love for sharing his scientific discoveries, he eventually passed the torch to his son John Herschel, who was born in 1792 and also became a successful scientist. Other than that, John was known for being a famous mathematician, a chemist, an inventor, and a botanist. What a talented pair. So that's William Herschel, the man who saw Uranus. I would like it to be noted, however, that during my research for this video, I learned that Herschel used to be considered the person who coined the term asteroid. This, however, is not true. I hate to say it, but the discovery does not belong to him. The term asteroid actually comes from the Greek word asteroides, meaning star-like, and was first used by Charles Burney Jr., the son of a friend of Herschel's. As for the star pairs he did discover, you can learn for yourself how to calculate the combined mass of these binary systems. Pretty cool stuff. Just head over to this video here to start.